Okay, Tim, defeat today, give us your thoughts on that.
Killed ourselves in the first half. I mean, it was clear with Farsley set up, with a lot of lads behind the ball looking to defend their half in a low block. And listen, if you keep going up to Danny Wright, when they're sort of camped in a little bit, then you're not going to get a lot of change out of three big centre halves that are back there. Second half, listen, we changed the shape to 4-4-2 second half. And asked them, please, because we just said, listen, with a 3-5, obviously the space is out wide, try and get your 2v1s and your overloads in wide areas. We did it and didn't travel with the ball fast enough to commit them, came out and going back all the while. Second half we were more proactive in getting forward and obviously created some chances. But listen, the problem we've had today is we've created chances and missed them, give away an awful goal. In fairness, on the counter-attack, when we had the water break, I said, listen, don't get done on a counter-attack, we need to raise blah blah blah. Anyway, so yeah, listen, really disappointing. And first half, killed ourselves. As I say, although their goalkeeper weren't flying into what you'd call good saves, we got into much better areas, created opportunities for shots and end product, but we didn't really stick our foot through it with any violence.
What do you put that down to at the moment? I mean, we've spoken in the past about the team still gelling. We've got a few injuries. How are you approaching it now as a manager to kind of rectify those?
Well, everybody's got injuries at the end of the day. We have got a lot. We couldn't raise a bench the other day. Today we were bob on a bench. We've got nothing left after that. And you've got left backs and centre backs, whatever. But that's not an excuse. At the end of the day, if you miss your chances, you put yourselves under pressure. We've missed chances at Blythe early on. Well, we can go through every single game, but the bottom line is I think we've scored 7 goals in 9 games. So, and I get it. I mean, this team or this club last year had I think it was about the 3rd best attacking record and the 3rd worst defensive record. So it was a lot of high scoring football. And listen, if we'd have converted our chances today, we would have scored. But you can't miss them and expect to win. So, I mean, 4-3-3 has stood us in good stead in the last few weeks, where we've got a win against Rushall and 2 very good draws against good sides. Today it didn't work. 4-4-2 worked better second half. So listen, we'll try and get some of the injured back. Brandon Smalley is telling us with 5 minutes from half time he's sick. He feels sick, and he felt sick all last night, but didn't say anything. So listen, it is what it is. We'll keep working, keep grafting. We'll have a look at Tottenham. It's another massive game for us. Today was a massive game because if we'd have won today, we'd have had 2 wins and 2 draws on the bounce, and you're getting a foothold into the season. Now we lose a game, and it's like snakes and ladders. You go back a couple of spaces, and I said to him today, you win today, you're out the bottom 4. You get yourself to whatever it would have been, 15th, something like that, and you're moving up in the right direction. But as I say, we absolutely killed ourselves in the first half. So we've got to pick the bones out of it, try and get some fit that aren't available, and keep grafting.
How's the sort of the mood of the squad at the moment? How are they going to be able, how are you going to be able to pick them up after that and get back to?
Yeah, you've got to pick. Listen, you've got to pick yourself up as a football player. At the end of the day, we have a game plan, and you're duty bound really to go out and try and implement that. And if you don't, then obviously that drops back on my toes. But listen, sometimes you stand there and you think you're not quite sure why are you doing that? That's not what we've asked you to do. We've asked you to recycle the ball and come out the other way and commit them in wide areas and fetch them out of holes and all that. And what do? We go straight down Danny Wright's pipe with no support. Second half, we do that, and fullbacks get a relationship with their wide man and start to cause problems. But again, with not enough, ruthlessness, if you want to call it that, in terms of converting chances. But listen, at the end of the day, you're football players, and you've got to prepare yourself and focus yourself for a football match and implement what you're being told. And in the end, if you don't implement it often enough, then you're not going to play. At this moment in time, I ain't got that many options. But hopefully, when some of them start filtering back in, I mean, listen, we are where we are in terms of where we are with the budget. It's not like we can go out and keep bringing players in, which has happened in the past. Can't do that. So got to sort of go along with what we've got, and hopefully we can get some back and firing and fit.
Thank you, Tim.
Top man, thank you.